hostile sexism is something that are more obvious and blatant. So when I first started, there was what we call the trade shops, right? The pipe fitter, the mechanics, the machinists, and so forth. They had their own building, and then we're the engineers, and then we have pilot units and so forth. If you go into those trades area, guess what you find on the wall? Girly calendars. Okay, remember those good old, I don't know whether you guys do, but I remember those days when they were just all over the place. And, you know, do you say anything at that time? No, you don't, right? But I think once the company starts to change and the HR start to have the policy that says, no, you cannot have these things, and they have the harassment training, so those start to come down. But I don't, just because they had the policy, it was not an immediate change for the people who had been working there. So some of the hostile sexism that I had encountered was people come in and said, she's not going to be here long. She's a female. She'll be out of here soon. As soon as she has the first kiss, she's going to be out of here. Let's not give her the assignment. Why do we want to invest in her? And when I go in the pilot unit, I said, no, I don't want to do any work for you. Why do I have to do? It's like, go talk to your boss and come and tell me that I have to do this for you right now. So those are what I call really blatant sexism. And that can continue. And you just have, well, what I did was I just had to confront them and say, no, I want it. This is my job. I want you to do this. And yeah, you had to turn a blind eye on some of the sexism. But then there's what I call the benevolent sexism. The sexism that comes across as a caring sexism, all right? Oh, yuck. You're just coming back from maternity leave. We better not put you on that special project where we need you to, you know, come in days and nights. We better not do that for you. You know, you understand, right? Okay. And say, oh, we're in the meeting. Christine, you got real good handwriting. Why don't you take notes, right? So you take notes instead of being an active part of the technical discussion. You would relegate to that. Other things are, oh, yuck. You're female. You know what the admin's like. Why don't you go ahead and plan the admin party for them? Why don't you go and get the appropriate gift? You know, why don't you organize the lunch party for somebody's going away? It's like, okay, like I don't have other things I have to do, right? But those are what I call the benevolent sexism. And I think that even today, I think it exists. We don't have the hostile sexism anymore. I don't believe so, okay? But because it's come across as benevolent sexism, the men, apologize to men, they might see it as says, well, we don't have sexism anymore. But it's disguised as the benevolent sexism, right? So when somebody said to you, hey, I know that she's just getting married, she's had this long-distance relationship, let's not trouble her anymore, right? It's not up to them to decide. They should be offering you the same opportunity that they would have on the men in the room. Ask the question, Christine, would you like to have this job? Don't assume just because they're going to have a baby that they're never coming back. I have 4. After each one, I took 6 weeks off and came back in because I was determined to show them I was serious about my career and I'm going to be there, okay? So for 20 years, I was working in Paulsboro because I was not given the opportunity to move. I've seen people others that have started out the same year that I was. Within like 2-3 years, they were given the assignment to transfer to the Torrance refinery or go out and even to the Paulsboro refinery, which was right next to the technical center, to do things because you can't move ahead if you have not been given the opportunity to grow, right? And so that's where I found that I was being stymied by the lack of opportunity that was given to me. Sorry, this thing is just need to just turn off. I was not given the opportunity. So it got very, very frustrating. And I think that people who are subjected to both hostile and benevolent sexism, it does get to them. They get frustrated. They feel marginalized, right? And they just say, fine, if you don't want me to do it, I'm just going to lower my performance and just do what you expect. And some people wind up resigning. So it goes to the whole issue of retention. Can you actually retain the people if you're not giving the people the right mentoring and coaching and the opportunities, all right? So I was not given some of these opportunities, and it was very obvious to me, and I just went and confronted my boss, because one time I told myself, I know I'm underpaying than the rest of the guys. I said, I demand that the next time I am going to get that promotion. And I was very serious to him. I didn't threaten that I was going to leave. I'm just saying, I know that I'm underpaid, okay? And of course, yes, he did address it. And from there, he also gave me additional opportunity to speak and present things on the technical side of things. And they did slowly back off, right? But that was my immediate work group. So it seems like every time I moved to another work group, I had to retrain the people. It says, stop treating me as if I'm going to break.